Hello, everybody. Welcome to BreakFace.
Welcome to BreakFace.
What episode are we on, Christopher?
We are on 16.5.
16.5. And why is that, Christopher?
Well, last week, I love how I'm getting blamed, but
I didn't blame you.
It was my equipment, so I will take it. Our audio, my computer crashed last weekend, and we lost all of our audio, and we could not recover it, and we could not make the audio from our cameras work, and it just, everything fell apart. So.
We had a fabulous guest on.
We did. It was a good show.
Mike Kovakovich.
The man, the myth, the legend.
The man, the myth, the legend. He was coming on to talk about, well, music. He's a musician, but he's also part of an OTO, which is a cult here in Anchorage. Well, it's all over the world, but just trying to get his take and talk about it. And I was really sad it didn't air. It was fun. It was fun.
No, the show was fun.
The
loss of the audio and the loss of that
it was ridiculous.
The production value, that sucked.
But to start us off, we're going to go ahead and go through our normal use, which is our sponsors. They're great. First, AFC, Alaska Fighting Championship. Go see the fights. They are coming up, I believe, the 18th, right? Of this
18th,
month,
yep.
Which is on a Wednesday, 2 Wednesdays from now, I believe. And it's the last show for the season, and until the last fight for the season.
Last event.
Yeah.
Call it an event.
Until June, we're going to have the Midnight Sun, which is an outdoor match event.
A battle royale to the death.
It's going to be awesome, and it's out front of Coots, so you can go on Alaska Fighting Championship Facebook page and check it out.
Dang.
That's right.
That sounds rad.
It's going to be rad. Well,
they're just in the parking lot, I'm assuming.
Yeah, they do it.
They did Summer Meltdown that one time.
I think they do it every year. Or at least
really? I never heard about this total outdoor fight time.
Yeah.
It's going to be pretty badass. I'm excited.
I'm excited
cool.
too.
I'm excited, and I just can't hide it.
Oh, and then I'm going to see someone get knocked out.
We also like to thank Alaska Audio Works and Josh Moss.
Making us sound good all across the waves.
Yeah.
That's right. And
we need to have him on here.
Yeah.
we do. We need
do.
to have him and Terrence on.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Terrence is a sidekick. It's
He has
partner
a
in crime.
He'd be the first black guy on our show.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Back up.
Breaking down barriers.
Hide the fucking
That's right, man.
Look at you guys.
Because we go all around, man.
Breaking barriers.
Add a little color to this show.
We had women. We've had women on the show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a Mexican yet? The producer's
the
Mexican.
producer's
Does that count?
That kind of counts.
All right.
Well, I'm getting tired of all this white on here, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is pretty vanilla.
For
Pretty milky.
We need to add some chocolate. Chocolate rain. If you haven't seen it, Google it.
We're always talking about black cocks. We might as well, have one
well.
on the show.
So let's also thank our last sponsor, who is Arctic Chiropractic. You can go down and see them at 500 Benson. Yeah, East Benson. 500 East Benson. Dr. Craig is amazing. He'll adjust you. He's buff. Ask him to take his shirt off and show you. He probably will.
Hold on. Let me do it. You'll see a picture of his abs right here.
I'm not doing that.
You're not going to do it this time.
If you want to see Dr. Craig with his shirt off, go look at episode 14.
That's okay. There you go.
So
That's
do
fair.
that.
He took his shirt off on the show.
No, he sent me a photo at work with him with his shirt off.
It was one of those
actually in his underwear.
It was one of those epic photos where you're like standing there and your phone's covering your face. You're like,
Right.
hey.
So I mean, I know it's him because I've seen him naked before. Damn near naked.
Wow, okay.
Cut.
Getting real personal.
Retake. I'm out.
Well, you would see him
Cut that out.
naked too if you went to one of his shows. He's a bodybuilder. He's a local bodybuilder.
Okay.
He's in very good shape. He takes care of himself. His wife is a bodybuilder. She takes very good care of herself.
Yeah, they were both very
muscly.
Shredded. Yeah, it was pretty. Not intimidating. It was like almost awe-inspiring. You're like,
it was.
God, I gotta start eating fucking brown rice and chicken or something.
Yeah,
because I am a flabby bitch.
Yeah, she is in shape, dude.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. We have a guest on our show right now who is Mason Venhaus. Venhaus. Excuse me.
Hey, girl, hey.
He's the new guitar player for City and Ashes. If you guys have not heard of City and Ashes.
Asses.
I figured it would come out, but
the joke is titties and asses.
Titties and asses.
Titties and asses.
That is pretty funny. What's up?
That would be a good band name too.
TNA.
TNA.
Yeah.
Why don't you just change it?
No.
So now you're just CIA.
We're too brutal.
So you're
City in ashes.
City. Sounds so dark.
It does.
It's so BA.
Sounds-
But so somebody in here, Jordan Goforth, who's a regular guest.
You may
Our
also,
sole audience member
Sole
tonight.
audience
you may also know him as the Soulless Ginger.
the soulless ginger. He was bringing up something about City
Of
Of
Ashes.
Ashes.
And you're like, what kind of
Oh,
sense
look
does
at him!
that?
He's back there going,
Yeah.
"No, don't bring me in
Well,
here."
what kind of sense does that? You're like, what
a
kind
city
of
of like you just build a city out of ashes.
Okay, I
That's a terrible idea.
I understand why you would think it's a terrible idea, but then how'd you come up? Not you, but how'd they come up with City in Ashes? Because what's the difference?
I literally have no idea. No, a city in ashes is a city that once was that's been like burned down.
Well, I think you could
Thinking
also
like, you know,
argue
Hamburg, Berlin,
Well,
1945.
but
That's
what-
what I'm thinking.
But wouldn't that still be City of Ashes? It would be the same thing.
It's kind of the
I
same.
don't know.
It's like
thing,
wiping before you poop. It don't make no sense.
It's not like you're going out there with a fucking a pail and some water and you're taking
Okay, I guess
ashes
makes
and
sense.
you know making a
it's like this used to be a city, now it's a city of ashes.
See, it does
City
make
in
sense.
ashes.
There you
It
go.
works either way. Okay, fine.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because when you picture it either way, it's metal.
It
It's
is
brutal.
fucking. It's
Yeah.
metal as fuck.
It's
It's
apocalyptic a little bit.
It is.
You know,
totally.
yeah.
Yep.
And
When this world burns down and everything is ashes, we'll fucking still be here in a city rocking your face off.
Yep.
yeah,
That's what it says to me.
have you ever seen that documentary? Sorry to bring it up really quick. That documentary that says
Side
what would
note.
happen
Which documentary, Poi Poi?
if all people died. I don't remember.
If
the name
all
of it.
people died?
or there was no people left on the earth. How fast would it take for the forest to overgrow or
When
whatever?
nature takes
yeah.
over?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was like,
I
oh
did
my
actually
god,
watch
it's like
the
2 years. You wouldn't
episode
even.
if
It would
there
look
were more
like
than one.
it would look like one of these Amazonian old cities.
Yeah, it wouldn't be long.
It would.
Yeah,
it
if
wouldn't
we
take
weren't
nothing.
here,
Wouldn't be long.
if we weren't here pruning our lawns and
Yeah.
trimming our trees,
And
the
you know,
shit would just. Yeah.
I was like, no.
Jungle.
I was
Yep,
like, at first I was
exactly.
like, no, that's bullcrap. And then I had to really think hard about it. Every single year, I got these little plants popping up in my driveway. I'm like, you little bastard.
I was gonna say New York is one of the most paved cities probably in our
Oh.
country, and a flower or a dandelion, which is a weed, will still poke up somewhere out
Yeah.
of the concrete. So
Why haven't we
nature
gotten-
has a way, man.
You know what? That's fine. I'm totally fine with plants taking
I
over
think
New York.
Some of your metropolis, like New York, it would take a long time to actually like
To take
totally,
over.
You'll go back.
Yeah.
Go back to like jungle.
Yeah, to overgrow it. And
It'd take a long time, but not
you
as long as
sure?
you think.
I don't think it
I'd
would
say
take
like
as long.
less, like if there's no humans at all.
This mother is hot
100
in that mic.
Yeah, I
sorry.
told you. I
You
told
did
you.
try- No, it's
I'm
okay.
just-
No, it's
I'm
not
loud.
your. No, but the problem, it's not your fault. Like he was saying before, our previous guests, they're like,
So we
They're
made
like-
it. We made it hot.
we made it hot.
You know,
but
I'm
that's
not
okay.
afraid of the mic.
No,
But
that's
you
good.
don't have to be like eating it or anything.
I'm sorry.
Like
I'll be
we
like
have
right-
to eat ours for
I'll be
some
right
reason.
here, right here, right here.
No, I
Okay.
think you're good.
All right.
You're good.
All right.
Don't worry about
Well,
it.
You are.
I
fantastic.
found
Keep
out
going.
that I'm loud. Like recently, I found out that I'm a loud speaker, and I never realized that. I thought I was like, I grew up as like the quiet guy, and like, Chris is just like the.
He's the bull in the china closet. is what he is.
I just found
just
out
said it.
recently I'm like a wrecking ball in a glass shop. So.
No, like.
Chris came in like a wrecking ball. But what's really crazy about you is that it's like you're really quiet.
You are. The first time I met you, you were pretty
It's
quiet.
not-
you barely
not-
talked.
Not yeah.
See, that's
it's-
what I'm saying.
episode 2.
I've always,
episode 2. He was in episode 2.
2. I've always thought of myself as kind of a quiet guy, but this last semester I'm in classes at UAA, and I was with a study group, and they were like,
education. Oh.
"Yeah, boom,
Boom, he's-
education,
He's smart and whatnot.
yeah, smart shit." And these guys, we did kind of like a study group / group project stuff, and they're like, "You are so loud." Like we be talking like
don't hate bitches.
Wait,
we're
so
talking in the
a
cafeteria, like we work on a presentation, like you
Mm-hmm.
do a PowerPoint presentation. We'd like work through it, so we all had to speak like you're speaking in front of a class. So I just like start doing my thing, and they're like,
So when it came
so
time,
loud, like
when it came
So I don't
time,
know.
You scared your
I've
lab
learned to, like-
partners or whatever.
I've learned to like project, I guess,
It's-
a lot.
it's good,
And
though,
It might be
because-
that, or it might be I'm deaf. That might be the other thing too. I think
it's all the music.
It's all the music. I'm deaf, and then I've also just like I just naturally like project a ton, just like
Yeah.
because I'm always surrounded by loud noise, and you just got to do that to cut through it.
Well, boy. I mean, you kind of have the same.
I do have a problem.
Your ears are
I'm
a little
always
beat
saying
up
turn
from
it up.
playing music for years and
Yeah.
years. So
It's from sitting on that stage with all that. And everybody, yeah, I do.
Okay.
Everybody on stage is always fighting for the sound.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like they turn up, you turn up, they turn up, you turn up, and next
Yeah.
thing you know, everybody's at 11.
Yeah.
Turn it to 11, and your ears are
goes up
bleeding.
to 11.
He probably doesn't get that reference.
Spinal Tap. I've seen. Come on,
Boom.
guys.
I know,
Come on,
but
guys.
you are a baby. You're green.
I'm not that much of a baby anymore.
No, you're not. I know. I can't get over it because the very first time I met Mason was.
Oh, see, we got history. We should get into the history.
We're going to get
that
into
is,
that.
yeah.
Let's
When
get
I
into
first
history.
met Mason, their band, by the way, is friggin' amazing. We're going to listen to a track later.
We are.
The very
City and
first-
Ashes.
And
Yeah.
it's queued up.
Boom.
Yeah. I might have ran into him at shows. I probably did, but I didn't really pick him out because he was kind of a little kid at the
Yeah.
time. And
Ouch.
which is
some
all right.
punk kid.
It's all right
Yeah.
because I'm way older. But
Ricky was in the band Faceless, which was huge back in the day.
yeah,
2005. That was Faceless was the shit.
Yeah, 2005. That was so
Yeah,
years ago.
that was
Man.
2004,
11 years.
2005. Faceless was a shit. So I saw some of the shows. And I was like, word
And so
up.
the band had made a decision to move down to Oklahoma. Why Oklahoma? I don't know. I mean, it's not like the music scene's screaming there.
No,
I do
but
know
it
why.
is cheap.
Whose mom lived
It's
down
dirt
there? That's
cheap.
what I
No
want.
one,
No.
nobody's mom. My grandma lived in Dallas, so I was like, that's cool.
That's
I can go see
close
my
enough.
grandma.
Hey,
Right.
Grandma.
But
I moved down here for other reasons
It
than
is
seeing
really-
you, but
the pros were it's cheap, and it's cheap.
And
Also, and you can kind of get anywhere from Oklahoma. Like East and West Coast are equally distant,
it's true. But
that
also,
makes sense. Then,
but also-
logistically.
but cheap. But yeah, no music scene.
the main reason why you guys moved down there is because Zach, who was the other guitar player, really wanted to get out of Alaska and move down there for whatever.
Yeah.
Oklahoma is a beautiful place. So I don't blame him for that. And he was going to school too.
Oklahoma's not a beautiful place. I blame him for it.
Zach, you've been called out.
Zach been called out. I
Zach,
hate
yeah,
Oklahoma.
but that's
Anywhere
okay.
else is.
Or
You-
one
you do-
audience member says Oklahoma.
I like it.
I don't like
I
Oklahoma.
like it.
But moving on. No, moving out of Alaska was
Moving
a
on.
smart move, and it's kind of necessary, really, if
No,
you want to take it seriously.
It is, but not to Oklahoma.
Yeah, just
I'm
don't go to
sorry.
Oklahoma.
That's just not going to work. So,
Yeah.
go ahead.
It just doesn't seem like the place for metal. Honestly,
we played there.
Oklahoma and metal
Actually,
just
Faceless went
doesn't
down
scream
there
metal to me.
and played in Oklahoma once at a show, and it was miserable. It was miserable because nobody really understood the music that we were playing. We looked like freaks in Oklahoma. This is only 2005. People were coming up to us and asking us, "Are you guys in a band?" That never happens here.
Seger.
Everybody up here in Alaska looks like they're in a band. Look how many tattoos, piercings. Everybody
true.
looks badass.
Yeah.
They don't look. I mean, you go down there and everybody looks like pussies. No offense.
No offense to all the Oklahoma listeners, viewers.
Yeah,
No.
we have a ton of Oklahoma
Yeah.
listeners.
I love.
we gotta
Oklahoma.
win them back.
I do.
They're
love,
really hurt
I
right
do
now.
Love Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Anyway, back to the story.
To revert. So
Yes.
the first time I met him, the first time I seen him and realized it was Mason was the back of his head. He was replacing me. I couldn't go to Oklahoma because I have a family. I can't leave.
Right,
But-
yeah,
So
you
I'm
have to
stuck up.
uproot a lot.
I'm not gonna. And I
Couldn't
actually,
chase his rock and roll dreams.
Hey, I did contemplate it, and it was on the table for a while. And my wife was like, "If this is really something you want to do," I'm so glad I didn't because it fell apart. But
Yep.
Mason
that's the
replaced
story.
me.
Yes, jumping ahead in the story, it falls apart.
Yeah,
Back to the
back
moment.
to the story.
Yeah.
Back to the moment. He replaced me. Well, he was coming into audition, and he sat down. I remember in the classroom, and you had your amp out, and I was like sitting there, and he started playing, and my jaw dropped. He's an amazing guitar. He's better. He was better than me then, and he's light years. No, you're light years.
I'm better than you
ahead of me
now, for sure.
No.
Then
You're
I
not.
don't know.
No. You're not.
Hey, at least
better.
he's semi-modest. You know,
You're
what are
not-
you going to do?
You're not
give
better
you
than me
something.
now. You blow me out of the water. Mike Kovakovich, the guy that came on last week, that the audio's gone. Sorry about that. Thank you.
And Mike is incredible.
Can we
guitar
bring
player.
that up at least 6 times
I'm
during the
gonna.
show to
So
make
that's-
my
Well,
heart
you gotta bring him back because
sink
Mike's
so much
No,
more.
I am. I am for sure.
He's seriously one of the best guitarists
And,
in Alaska for sure. I
you
put
know
him
what?
up
We
there.
could
no,
actually
no,
play
no.
a track of his too tonight if you
we,
want.
we can.
Let's do it.
But I realized because I was like, I'm going to mention that Mason's probably the best guitar player. No, I can't say that. Not because Mike is any better than you, but you guys are on.
Oh, Mike's better.
No, you guys are on different.
Mike is better.
No, but you guys are. What I'm saying is,
It's different styles.
it's a different style.
Yeah.
If you go to
Yeah.
you're I don't want to say new age metal. It's not even. What would you classify it as? Under
I'm in
Oath? Steal everything from Under Oath?
Yeah. The post-hardcore is the genre,
Post-hardcore.
which no one's like, what's post-hardcore?
You guys are
It sounds
post-hardcore?
super- This band, not so much. This band's more just like metalcore, heavy
This-
metal. I bring a little bit of that flavor to the band.
I tell
Kinda
you
like
what, I
the-
like City and
kinda
Asses.
spacey,
asses,
kinda-
asses. I like titties and asses before.
I love titties and asses, and
But-
I am actually a huge fan of post-hardcore. That's my.
But
Yeah, that's what I bring. That's
I'm
my
addicted to
style.
that
That's
shit
what I bring.
I
So,
tell you what, they would not be what they are if it wasn't for Mason. I mean,
I've been whipping them in shape.
yeah, for sure. Now,
Yeah.
we were supposed to have Dustin Murr on, who's their drummer.
Oh yes,
But that guy is a
Dustin-
tool. Hey, this
Dustin is my drummer. He's a badass drummer.
he is He's amazing.
And he's playing in the Coots house band tonight. So he had to go handle some things there.
You gotta handle your Coots
It was
business.
Cinco de Mayo last night, so I think he may have drank a little bit.
Wait.
He
I
may have
celebrated.
He may have mayoed a little too much.
He may have mayoed to excess.
I celebrated last night, and I went to work with a hangover. That's how we do in Alaska. We don't wuss out.
We had virgin strawberry daiquiris.
What the what?
That's very disappointing.
I didn't.
It's very disappointing. Anyway, but yeah, Dustin did bail on us, so that's But
eat it,
Dustin's
Dustin.
cool guy.
That's what he's saying.
No.
He's got his job.
I ain't got no problem.
I ain't mad.
I ain't mad either because this is fun regardless.
Yeah.
This isn't a job for us. This is what we do to alleviate the rest of the week from a hard, long cleaning.
This is where we go to vent and
Right.
fucking fuck it.
Yeah,
I guess.
that's
I have nothing. That's my descriptors.
I don't know what else to say besides F and F it.
But hey, going back to the story.
Oh, sorry about that.
So you saw me play. You said I was better than you then.
He sat down and
which
he
I'm
started,
skeptical.
Maybe not better, but I was very impressed.
Yeah.
And I was
That was
like,
good.
looking at him. I was like, well, there I go. And Zach comes walking out and goes, "You're out."
You were already out though. You hadn't even been the band in like 6 months.
I know, but the problem is no, it wasn't 6 months. I was still playing.
No, you.
Yes, I was.
Dude, okay, Ricky. Okay, here's the thing.
Here we go.
Ricky's memory is questionable.
You know
You've done some
pretty hardcore.
like his memory's
He has
questionable.
smelled a bunch
and
of
I have to-
flowers and
Yes!
inhaled a lot of
incense.
incense.
That's probably worse.
Dude, I'm
That's
gonna say,
way worse.
all right?
No, I'm just saying.
I'm gonna
Your
say.
memory's questionable on things. I remember because this was like.
Because he was sober.
Well, I was right out of high school. This was
No, I
a
know.
big
That's for
deal.
sure.
Oh,
The
before
one
your
thing that I
For
was
me,
worried
I
about.
definitely remembered everything.
The one thing
about
that I was worried about was that this kid looks like such a small tool. That
Were you mad? You were mad.
I
weren't
was
you?
mad.
Cool.
I was mad. I was.
You're like, hey, thanks for
No,
coming
no,
to
no,
all
no,
our
no.
shows and supporting us.
I
I'm
mean,
taking my
no, no,
job.
no.
Eat
I
a
mean,
dick.
I wasn't cool,
No. You.
but I wasn't
no,
a tool.
not a tool.
I was just kind of like.
You-
kinda
he was in
kid.
limbo, but I tell you what, as soon as he grew his hair out and did dreads, I was like, yeah, that dude replaced me. See, he replaced. I was
Took
proud.
time.
You went straight.
let
fucking
me finish this
Like
story.
head, huh?
So
go
replaced
ahead.
him in the band. The band changed the name to Lost Concept.
Mm-hmm.
Moved to Oklahoma. Everything just died.
Is that
It
when the
was terrible.
concept got lost? Then?
Yes, it really
Just
did.
saying, I'm just-
It really did. It was just a bad thing. Everything was bad. Benny,
just
drummer
the way,
got sick.
Just the way it went down.
Lead singer was like fighting with his wife and / the rest of the band didn't like him.
Or his wife.
Yeah, it was bad. Anyway,
Why does shit always seem to go that way?
so I bailed.
Always. When
I
you're-
bailed. Me and Benny came back up here and
Mm-hmm.
we swapped the band around. We kept the name and we got Ricky back on guitar. So now I replaced Ricky, but then Ricky rejoined.
I did rejoin, and I tell you what,
For about a year or so.
that
we
was-
were playing shows. And
that was probably
we did our thing.
that was probably the funnest time I had playing was with you guys.
Hmm.
It was I don't know why. I don't know. Wait, who?
We weren't as big as you guys were when Faceless was going.
You
We had a good like following going, but
Faceless was when you were touring like in Europe and shit, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
Okay.
then when we played that there's actually don't look at it. There's one of us in Lost Concept playing in the cave in Wasilla. You remember that?
yeah.
And it was it was nut to
Yeah.
butt in that place. I mean, it
how
was,
do we not look that up?
No, we're not. Gonna, we do.
How do
we're
we
gonna
not
look
do
up.
that?
No,
Dude, there's-
no,
Yeah,
it's full- no.
There's some great old school Faceless and Lost Concept videos.
I have some
They're
internet.
great,
It's weird.
but
you know,
it's only
internet.
fun if you like you know us in the history.
You know what?
But
I have to credit
I'm
it to.
always here's a legitimate question though. Is it like was it just the scene just like different like 10 years ago, or like was Faceless that good, or was it just like people were just like more
No,
into like local music
I'll
in
tell you
that
what
style
happened.
or something?
I'll tell you what happened. What happened is there was only a couple other bands that was like us out there. Of course, 36 Crazy Fist, but those guys are
Yeah.
big venue places. You know, they fill these.
Well, they were
venues.
always touring and gone.
Right.
Yeah, they weren't a local band anymore. Yeah.
It was just Faceless, right? Not the Faceless.
right. It was just Faceless.
Just Faceless.
The Faceless is like a crazy death metal band. Yeah,
But
which
so-
is part of why they changed their name. Little
Right,
side
it is.
note. All right. So
So-
we're going down memory lane, dude.
I
I,
know,
love
this
this.
is
I love
hardcore.
this. Everyone's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
But who cares? This show is not for other people.
you want to learn about the local ins and outs of the Alaskan music
Yeah, the
scene
music
for the
scene.
last decade. You know.
So what
There you
happened was we joined this band or started this band. Actually, Zach did, and they wanted it to be like a not Kid Rock, but like a Nickelback sort of thing. I came in and I introduced. Now I know they asked me because they didn't have a guitar player that really was kind of seasoned, and I was older than everybody, so they asked me to join. Well, I showed up and they started playing this music, and I'm looking around like, well, this sucks. So I started integrating.
You guys heard of metal?
Yeah. So that's
And
exactly.
everyone's like, no.
That's exactly what happened. Is I started introducing this metal to everybody, and Benny took off on it right away because he's a drummer, and he was like, "Oh my God, you can do that on the drums." So that's kind of how that started. And then we said, you know what? We don't really know what we're doing as far as production or getting ourselves out there at all. So we asked a friend of ours, Becky Hansen. She went to our church, and she
got a manager.
She came in and watched us.
Manager. I've never had a manager.
She worked for K-Love. She knew about promoting bands. She worked with other bands, big name bands down in the States, and she watched us and she said, "It's good. There's only one problem. You guys aren't moving around." And this is one problem with a lot of local bands is they'll like either stand there or whatever. And we're fairly young.
They're not moving around like
They're
on
not
stage.
moving around.
Yeah, just
so
stiff,
we upped
awkward.
we upped our game and we started moving around. And she said, "It's not enough." And Becky's older. She's she was an older lady.
I need you to move around, but your penis has got to be out. Everything's got to be moving. It's got to be seen. It's got to be moving.
No, that didn't happen. Which
I
I'm
just see
glad
this woman smoking a cigarette out of one of those like plastic stem things, with weird glasses with fins coming off the top.
Yeah, she's the big old.
All right,
she's
Aaron,
the record.
You got to move
exec.
around.
Aaron, you got to take your shirt off. Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
No, that
at a
didn't
station
happen.
called Caleb. That's
No, it didn't happen. Actually, it was didn't happen.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But she did say, she said, you need to move around even more. She said, you ain't moving around enough. So it got to the point where we were
Jumping off amps and shit.
That's exactly what it went to. Synchronized jumping is what we kind of
What?
It was. Now I'll tell you what. Our very first show was at a Catholic like group camp, and she's like, "Hey, I got you your first show. Unfortunately, there's not going to be a whole lot of people there." We showed up and there was like 15 people there. 15 people.
Gotta play anyway.
We rocked those 15 kids' face off. Within the first song, those kids were jumping off stuff. I mean, at first they were just standing there, and then they're like looking at each other, like, "What is this?" And then they got into it. So I think that's one thing that was missing from the local.
Can I throw something out? I just looking up Facelift. I'm trying to find some music from you guys, and I found like a whole album on CD Baby.
Okay.
I've never even heard of that, but
Nice.
it said you were Christian hard rock.
Yeah, it was Christian metal.
Okay. Well, you said you went to a Catholic camp, and we're talking about heavy metal and everything. So I don't think it ever. I just so everybody out there knows you guys.
Yeah.
That's what you guys did. But
Yeah, no
regardless
shame.
of that, for the naysayers of the heavy metal world like myself, I mean, you do not discount a fucking metal band that just has Christian in there anywhere because Jesus, they would still melt your face off.
That's true. Yes.
I just wanted that to be.
And no, that's totally fine. And
Okay.
I don't think really
'Cause I think-
nowadays a lot of people. I don't think they really. I don't think they judge music like they used to. As far as
Not really.
There used to be a harder line between like the Christian, non-Christian
right.
worlds in music, and now it's like that definitely has changed. I think too that was part of the whole thing. It's changed like the last 15 years. Like those are definitely like segregated. Now it's just like you have bands like August Burns Red, just a Christian band. They just play
and
Warped Tour. They just play with outside of the Christian circle.
But-
And it used to be like it was you were a Christian band, you toured with other Christian bands.
I kind of want to get into this a little bit as far as
And disclaimer: so City Ashes is not a Christian band. I'm a Christian. The other guys, not so.
Right.
Maybe I don't know.
Maybe.
they do their own thing.
They've got to have something. I mean, everybody does. I'm
but-
not a Christian. I have something to believe in.
Yeah.
right. But
It's called my balls.
I think there's a huge problem. I think there's a huge problem nowadays with Christian bands. Not as much anymore, but they don't. I don't think they should.
Explain. I don't.
I don't think they should be labeling themselves as a Christian band.
Well, I feel like they're not anymore.
Well, but
Like,
they're
it's
not.
like-
But so,
I don't even know where they are anymore.
Right. So
I don't even know. a
So
whole
why
lot of
don't
Christian
you?
Bands.
I don't either. But what you need to see is Christians who are in a band. I mean, really, what is going to reach people as far as the message you sing or whatever? That's fine. Like nowadays, not a lot of people are listening to the words and going, "Oh, that really touched my heart." No, it's not. It's the way people live outside of that. No matter what.
Right.
No matter what. Because
Yeah.
if you see a band who is just dysfunctional and just the lead singer's an asshole, nobody really wants to be a part of that.
Yeah, you don't want to deal with that.
Nobody. No, and it's like, oh, I met so and so.
Look up Creed.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what I'm saying.
File under Creed.
Right.
Yes.
And
Exactly.
it's not to say that I don't think Christian bands and whatever are bad. I just think I don't know. I just think it's like this segregation that I don't think needs
Right.
to be there.
Right. And I feel that's broken down a lot, and I don't like that.
But you say segregation. You're talking about Christian metal versus regular metal.
Yeah, or
Have
just
you
Christian
seen-
music
have you
versus
seen the
just everything else?
categorization of just regular metal though?
Yeah,
I mean,
it is. Metal has like to subclassify.
Oh my
like,
god,
in
it's so
genres.
bad. I
like,
think we talked about this. I don't know which episode, but we were talking about you got your black gothic band, you got your symphonic black metal. You've got,
Right.
I mean,
New wave of American
genre,
metalcore.
Here's metal. This
Third
is me.
wave of
I'm a
metalcore.
I'm a metalhead,
Right.
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden it's like, I have 9 million personalities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what do I feel today? I feel like prog
Yeah.
metal.
You know what?
Progressive hardcore.
So how can it not be, subcategorized
Right.
at least but under heavy
Right.
metal?
Right.
So.
But
Yeah.
it used to be more than just even a genre classification. It was separate worlds. Like I said, like Christian bands only toured
Right,
with
with
Christian
Christian
bands
bands.
and
with
played
Christian
in
bands
churches.
and played church. Because I
Yeah,
actually saw
and they got
one.
played on Christian radio.
I was wooing a girl.
Yeah.
Oh,
And like
that's normally how that happens.
Yeah, I
oh,
was-
you go to
exactly.
church?
Oh,
Me too.
my God, I'm 13 and horny. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, I got my promise ring.
I'll narrate the Christmas play. Why not?
but it's just definitely shifted.
You know what's
Yeah,
real? And
so-
And I like that. I like that. Just a great example is so I saw these guys in Seattle a couple weeks back. Memphis May Fire.
oh yeah, yeah.
So Maddie,
Lead singer.
great band. Maddie Mullins is
Memphis made fire.
Mayfire.
Memphis.
Wait.
Made Fire.
Yeah.
You've never heard of Memphis May Fire? I sent
You
you a video.
talked to me about it.
They are
And,
amazing.
Yeah, and I
Freaking good band.
just
So I saw
never,
them-
the Made in May always.
Yeah. Well, go.
It always mixes up in
I
my
know
head,
exactly
so.
what he's going to say, so go.
But yeah, so anyway, I saw them. They were on tour with Killswitch Engage, and 36 Crazy Fist.
Love
Our
those
boys,
guys.
local boys.
Local boys.
Much love.
Local boys. 36.
Um,
36.
We
So I
actually,
saw
there's
them-
my VIP pass from one of their concerts hanging up in the
Boom.
back over there.
Yeah, so as I was saying, Maddie Mullins. So the band is not a Christian band, but Maddie's very outspoken. He's a Christian guy, outspoken about his beliefs, and I feel like that's kind of the newer way of doing it. It's just like you just have a band, and then the guys in the band are like, "Yeah, I am a Christian," because that's always been the weird thing
It is weird.
of like a band of like, what if someone doesn't subscribe to that anymore? Does he have to quit the band?
Right.
Or like, does the band itself not become Christian? It's just like bands, groups, and music isn't Christian, but like
But
people
I think-
decide on those beliefs,
Well, well, let's take one of the most satanically attacked bands in the world, Slayer.
oh yeah.
Their bass player and lead
He's
singer,
Catholic, right?
Oh my God, he's like religious as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's like,
That blew my
whatever.
mind.
I'm playing music,
That's what I've heard. He's like
Oh, yeah.
super Catholic,
Yeah,
right?
he's super religious, and
But-
Tom
dude,
Araya.
and it
is that
took-
name? Maybe this is
Yeah.
a singer. I can't remember,
It
but
took,
I heard about that.
it took a really long time too for anybody who is Christian to kind of to get into the metal scene. I think the first one was Striper.
well, I mean, if you look at the history of like,
Now, was the band really good? Yes. But
Yes.
there was still there were
yes,
Were they
Yes.
corny as hell? Yes.
but
amazing.
But
amazing.
it still had a line to it.
Well,
And-
if you think about it, heavy metal music was, I mean, rock and roll even. You tone it down, blues. All of that shit was like ostracized by religious groups because it would promoted the devil.
At one
you
time,
dance
for
and
sure.
it brings the devil in you.
They
and
play
it-
the
and
devil's interval
Right,
tone.
and then
tone.
and then it kept going
It's a little music theory
throughout
for
it
ya.
kept going and kept going. I'm sure there's still some religious group out there
Not octaves.
Oh, yeah.
No.
that fucking hates
Oh, there-
everything.
there
that
it
is,
is.
even if they're say
No.
they're a metal band and they're actually reciting verses from the Bible.
It doesn't matter.
They
They're going to
will
hell.
be like, "Oh, you're going to hell because the music is too loud."
That's
Electric amplifiers are the devil.
I watched.
It's the truth.
and it's so it's
And
not.
I'm so fortunate to grow up in a time where
You're fortunate to
those
grow up in
lines are-
America where everyone can bitch about everything and,
and
get
be
their way.
okay.
I definitely watched a documentary on VHS tapes. Like this is like.
Wait. You recently watched
No.
VHS?
Did you say VHS
I'm saying,
tape?
yeah, this is
Wait,
back in the day.
you have to explain.
This is like
to
turn of
people
the
who are
century.
like a year younger than you. What is a VHS?
VHS tape. It's like
It's like a CD, but this
It's
big.
like a plastic, and they have like a plastic container, and inside there is it's a tape,
It
and it's
almost- a
rolled
ribbon.
around two like reels.
It almost looks like film.
and it unwinds the reel, and then it shows images from that reel magically.
Oh my god!
Like it's
And
almost
they're
crazier
not
than digital.
It is.
when you
Isn't
think
that
about
weird?
it. Like how did I still understand like gramophones? Like how did like your little anyway? I'm sure I'm making this,
Thank
but
you. I think
but anyway.
digital is amazing, but doing all that shit, fuck me.
yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, analog's
made-
kind of crazier.
You put video on a plastic
is.
ribbon about a hair thick.
Yeah, analog's kind of screws
yeah.
my brain anymore.
Bravo, science.
Digital makes
Bravo.
sense. It's just
Bravo.
like 0-1 makes that pixel go blue. Okay, cool.
Okay,
and that's
you
how
get
you make
that.
an image.
Man.
But like I don't understand analog as much. But anyway, so I
All right,
watched
so go
this
on
documentary on VHS. Like this is like
This is gonna
16.
be our first 3-hour long show because
Oh, fuck.
We're
Which
getting
is-
nowhere.
no, which is totally fine. I don't care if we go.
So I watched
No,
it.
we're
It was called Hell's
fantastic.
Bells, and it was like a Christian guy just like taking down rock and roll, and like here's all the evil.
Hell's
saw
He
that.
did like and he did like the reverse the records.
Oh yeah.
And so like
yeah.
Wait. So
smoke marijuana.
that
That was one of the. Or that
So
was,
like
that
you
was
have
on
a
the Queen
Boston
song.
record, and then you Boston
Boston.
More than a few, and then
Why?
you start turning it backwards.
Kill
It
your
goes-
parents.
It's. Whoa, you're yelling in the mic, right? But no,
If you're
you
getting
spin it
yelled,
backwards,
you need
it's
to
like
back up.
it's like we will shed the blood of the innocents, the Dark Lord above you.
And you would think that'd come off like an Ozzy Osbourne album.
You think?
no.
But no, it's Boston.
The big one is Stairway to Heaven. If you play Stairway to Heaven backward, what does it say? I can't remember.
But
Mason.
But I definitely know the.
Need you to turn around real quick.
Okay. No. Wayne's World.
Wayne's
World.
Wow.
There's something that's said during Stairway to Heaven that I can't remember if you play it backwards. I can't remember
What does
is.
it say? Do you remember? You don't remember what it says?
But definitely no. The song I think We Will Rock You or no, another one, Bites the Dust by Queen. If you play it backwards,
does it
it
actually
allegedly
say something?
says smoke marijuana.
Oh well,
No,
see,
Oh, I
Bites
was
the
thinking
Dust.
it was.
But like I said, this was in that documentary, and like it's totally like by suggestion. It's like
right.
It's
Well,
like
it's
you
just
you
like-
like listen to, you're like, I don't hear anything. They're like, smoke marijuana, and you're
You-
like, oh yeah.
Well, you can. Yeah, you
Like,
can.
it's kind of
you could.
How do you think these ghost hunters find? They like, okay, we're gonna record this room, and we're gonna get this, and then they hear some like weird noise.
Oh,
He said,
it
"I
says-
did it."
I did.
He said, "I did it."
They just
Hey,
they put a
whoa.
little subtitle there, like the ghost is.
We have a
ghost.
thing that it'll record electromagnetic waves and give us answers.
Did you guys watch?
Did you sleep with your mudja?
With your
Spaghetti. You're like, whoa.
Whoa.
Did your mother make spaghetti?
She could have. Without meatballs, it's a sin.
So,
did
you can create anything out of anything.
you
is
could.
basically what I do.
Yeah.
Now, what's really crazy? Have you seen the video on Aladdin, when Aladdin the
cartoon
Yeah,
Disney?
it's
It
like
actually is there.
it is.
It is there.
It is there. He's like shooing away the lion, and you can hear "Take off your clothes."
Oh, no,
See
he's
that-
whooshing,
wait.
he's whooshing up.
See, that's just
He's
that's
at the
just some like
balcony.
Yeah,
intern.
it's one of those.
That's just
Yeah.
some intern in like Disney just having fun.
Yeah, it
Well,
He's
is.
like, can we get that by him?
Dude, if you want to go into Disney, there's a couple other ones. Like when
the
Simba-
Rescuers, right? There's this in the Rescuers. That's Disney.
Rescuers.
What? Which one's
That's
that
that's the mouse. They like fly on an albatross.
Yeah.
To
Which
Australia.
is my
That's like
favorite
the
one.
70s,
And I remember reading
though.
about this in the magazine. There's a topless woman in
What?
like in New York. They're flying out of New York in like in a window.
There's a
and it's like
topless-
you have to stop at the right exact points. A tiny little like window. It's open and there's a
Little
topless
double-
woman.
Okay, so
But
that's just been
that's-
going on for
Wait,
decades.
wait. So
people
we're-
at Disney, they've just been like putting little Easter eggs.
Mason's
in
at home.
of just
Pause.
dirty stuff. Just like
Nobody's looking
on the VHS, just like
on the VHS.
and then like there was
Yeah.
always like
So
the
not
squiggly
only,
lines.
yeah, I was
when
gonna
you
say,
pause
yeah,
it. You go, "Ah, crap."
on HBO when you can barely get the channel and all you hear is and you're like, oh, I think I see a boob. I think
Yeah.
oh my god, that's so hot.
oh my god,
Okay,
that boob is
when
amazing.
you
That
don't
boob is
see-
sitting
It's
It's
at
almost
me.
better than actually seeing it.
It is. It's a suspense
It's
thing.
all it's all
it's all psychological.
All right, well, there's the Lion King when
With
Simba,
sex.
like, yeah, he
You know
finds
what?
out, oh my god, I'm the son of a king, and he
But
goes and he squooshes
I
down,
think-
and the things fly up.
I
and
never
it spells
seen it.
Sex.
I
It's
mean-
there. I could show you.
No, I've watched it over and over and over, trying to see the sex thing, pausing it. Now I couldn't see it.
In the original,
over. Let's repeat that. Over
and
over
and
and over. Okay,
in the
thank you.
original releases, it's probably there.
It's the word sex. I wasn't pausing it for cartoon titties.
Yeah,
This guy.
if I'm pausing
I never
anything for
actually
cartoon
did that.
titties, it better be
Disclaimer.
Jessica Rabbit. Anyway,
Maybe.
they release them on digital. You know they can go in there and we'll just scrub this leaf out.
Oh,
and
that
that
is
leaf
true.
out. So if
Now-
you watch the originals, though, the original Little Mermaid,
I know.
on the cover of
My
the
friend-
big fat poofy
Right.
plastic.
My friend had that. His big
That's
old,
that's
big old cock.
subconscious.
No.
No,
Like-
there was
No,
a
it
penis.
was my friend had the original in the wrapper.
It was the
That's
largest
that's
fire.
very that's Freudian. That's a Freudian slip.
no,
at an epic scale.
it had
just like,
huge.
"Oh, this looks
vein,
really
It was
nice."
a huge veiny bastard
It was a
too. It
big-
was big.
It was on the
a-
largest spire.
I'm saying
in
it's
the
not
thing.
intentional. That's some psychological
No.
subconscious.
Also,
just like
hey, no,
dicks.
no.
It was actually
You're like,
it actually
what
brought
about
out
this
that dude
picture of a-
did it on purpose because he was pissed.
Now
Disney,
he did. He was.
Oh.
Yeah, Disney
Now-
let him go and shit.
It
He's
was
like, well, fuck
it was
you.
already because Disney came out with an apology,
Here's
and
your cover.
not only with the cock on the front of the thing is the priest that was marrying him at the end had a boner.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
So
Forgot about that. The dog had a boner. Everyone had a boner.
everybody was-
Fucking Flounder was like, look at my boner. Look at my boner. You guys didn't get that release?
He was like a child. I didn't get that one. Flounder?
Flounder is like, he was like the cute little.
He was the cute little fish with the boner.
I haven't seen Little Mermaid in
My kids better never watch this.
I haven't seen Little Mermaid since the 90s.
If you're watching this right now, girls, turn it off.
Go to bed.
Go
to bed right now.
You're never allowed to see any Disney movies again.
I don't care if it's
They're all obviously very sexual.
They're not allowed
and
to watch
perverted.
this. That's all.
No, definitely not this or Disney.
Okay,
Let's ban Disney.
we are getting very elevated over nothing.
So right, we need to calm down.
Calm down. Drink. Hold on.
He's getting loud in his mic.
Everybody drink a beer.
My
Everybody,
nipples are all chapped.
Chink.
Oh, I love chinks.
Oh, chink. Ching chong chow.
Oh my.
You know what? Another thing I love about Mason is
I love the tinking of glasses together.
This is what I love about Mason is he is very metal. He shreds. He sounds freaking amazing.
Should we give him an acoustic and just let him go to town?
He's also one of those college kids that are like. He's also one of those college kids that are like,
down, bro.
Oh my God, that's so offensive. So you can't say anything about black people, Asian people without him being offended.
Here's my life. I exist in.
Oh shit! Hey,
what?
Somebody. We're gonna go back. I'm sorry. The Rescuers movie you were talking about with the boobs in the window.
Oh, I want to see.
They found it.
What?
Okay, hold on. I gotta see.
This is a still from that movie.
Is it? It's real, right? It's
real. Let me see that.
Seen in a window as the two heroes zip through the city.
Yep.
Zippity. That's booba.
I told you.
Ginger says scroll up.
Oh, but that's not even Oh, there's a video.
Oh, is this?
Oh, there's the wiener.
Right.
Wait, what?
This is all the Disney slips.
You tell me.
You didn't tell me to scroll up.
I've
seen it.
This is not a Freudian slip. That is a dick. Look at that. Look at a big old veiny bastard.
Hillary joined us kind of late in the game, but she did make a fantastic observation that Poi Poi loves wieners.
I don't.
He does.
Well, maybe.
Well, maybe.
So there's this part where I was going to come out last week, but I decided not to. But this week.
Okay, sweetie. We'll sing some more Def Leppard. We'll let people know.
See, some of these are just stupid. Okay, no more. Sorry, my bad.
Wow, he took your dicks away.
Right.
He heard that lisp and
I
said,
was saying,
nay.
okay, the taking offense thing. Here's the worlds I exist in. I exist in like church world.
And college.
I work at a church. I exist in college world where it's also very
PC. Oh, what?
Yes.
Fuck, by the way.
And then I also exist in like the music world where it's very not.
Very not
PC.
What?
That's my world. You need to merge that world with college world and stop this PC bullshit.
I'm like, I carry that like over of like, oh man, I can't say that over here. So I feel like tense about it.
Okay, I'm going to talk to you real quick about this. No, stop.
Because some people are like, it's all good. It's all good.
This is not the Mason show.
They say it's all good.
This is not the Mason Venhaus
This is my episode. Though.
Maybe so, but next time it'll be completely about how I'm about to
turn your fucking mic off.
Listen.
You want to get Ricky mad? Start talking about political correctness.
This is
political correctness.
Oh no, you talk about that. I'm talking about not political correctness, and I'll tell you why. This is why. This is America. This is why this place is great. Is because you can say what you want, and if anybody else, oh my God, that's a trigger word, and I don't feel good. I need to make my safe space. Screw you, you little bastard. Freaking grow a set of nuts. I don't care. You know what? I'm tired of it.
Preach
I'm
it,
done.
brother. Preach
I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I get. You know what? Trump for president 2000. I just joke. He hates that.
I don't like Trump.
Are you gonna vote for Hillary?
Of course he is. Look at him.
It's either I vote for like third party, or I might vote for Hillary.
Look,
if you vote for Hillary, I promise you will never be invited.
Listen to me, Mason. Listen.
You're just gonna limit. Your guest
choices.
Mason.
I wouldn't do that.
Here's the one thing.
I would bring you back and ask you fucking why.
You can get.
I'll tell you why right now.
No.
I dislike both candidates.
I do
very
too,
much.
for sure. But listen to me. Look.
I understand.
Look, you're either gonna get Hillary, which is an evil you do know. The dumb bitch stole $200,000 worth of shit from the White House before she left.
That's just typical.
Typical?
Stuff.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
That's typical.
Are you kidding all the scandals she's still.
I'm just saying that's par for the course for a professional politician.
That's why. And guess what? Trump is not.
He started a fake university and stole money from private individuals.
Okay, which was legal. That's capitalism at its finest, and I agree with it.
Hey, let's talk about his bankruptcies because
Yes.
That's legal too.
Yes.
It is legal.
You
and
definitely abuse the bankrupt system, that option.
Okay.
There are so many people that do that, and it is in the law, so you're not actually breaking
I mean,
the
you
law.
could get away with it.
The reason why
yeah.
people like Trump so much,
They
and
don't get
I'm
away
not
with it.
talking
It's
about,
just how it is.
I'm talking about like, okay, there's a bunch of crazy people that like Trump. They're all over TV. Why? Because that makes ratings and it makes Republicans look like jackasses. But he says what he is thinking. Sure, it may come out as brash and maybe not correct all the time.
That's
but
not
listen to me.
That's
listen
not
to
a
me.
positive to me as a diplomat, like the chief diplomat, like
Okay,
the
do you
guy who's
really
representing
think-
America. I need someone that has some tact, some skill in like negotiating, communicating with other nations.
Wait, so
Trump is not
you're
that
going to leave
guy.
that up to Hillary? Are you kidding me?
So here's
She's
the
already
deal.
done that.
He's going to be the president. That doesn't
she
mean
sucked at it.
he's not going to have people helping him. Look at Obama
Trump
for
is
the
going
last
to
8
be like,
years.
Putin, suck my dick, and then like World War III, done.
Why
Boom.
not?
Game over.
Look at what Obama did the last 8 years. Are you kidding me?
He's bowing to czars, sucking
Bowing
Arabs.
to
Yeah,
czars.
he did.
There's no czars. Where
Right.
is the czar?
I'm sorry, excuse me.
Princes.
Over
He's bowing to
princes.
princes.
Over in Saudi Arabia.
Putin would like to be a czar, but he's not a czar. He's
Sure, he
a
would.
prime minister.
Actually, I had a lady today at work tell me, you know what, Putin, I want that.
That's
dude
why
as
we
my
don't talk about
president."
politics on the show.
We don't.
Just say that right
Hey,
now.
this was really fun.
No, I mean Putin. Is it Putin or Putin?
it's Putin. Like
Putin. I don't know.
like-
Whatever.
It's Putin. Like,
Putin and
Das
Trump.
Putin.
They're like the
hey,
same
bitch,
guy.
give me the Putin.
And I don't want to. They're like the same
no,
personality.
No.
Putin's a little less like showy, maybe. Well,
No,
actually,
no.
he's not though.
Dude,
Have you seen
Putin
all his
is
like?
kind of a badass.
Yeah,
actually.
like he's always like
he
his-
rides bears for F's sake.
dude,
He's got so many like
This
pictures of
corporation was-
hunting and like he's like driving like an underwater submarine, like a one-man thing. I'm like, what other world leader does that? But so he's kind of
Obama
like,
would do it, but he'd be like, "Oh, look at me, dude." Anyway, I have done
Very strong
I know
argument.
it's a very
I know that.
cogent.
Very
I wanted
strong.
to, because I want to get my
points,
Putin
sir.
thing. Putin. There
Putin,
was
Putin.
It's Putin.
Putin.
Putin. There was some company, this billionaire guy. He owned like some industrial companies, and they shut the thing down because it wasn't making him money, and this and that and the other thing, and they polluted the environment and this and that. Putin brought him in. It's like on YouTube. There's a video of him, and he makes this dude. He's like, I want everybody's signature. We're gonna push this bill through to clean this area up and get this factory running again and all this other stuff. And the one guy didn't sign, and he goes, "Uh-oh.
Oh,
No,
I saw that.
You need to come back here, and you need to sign this." The guy gets up like, "Fuck."
I saw that.
And he walks over and he's like, "God damn, Putin."
And I
don't
brought-
want to sign this bullshit. And he goes over and he signs it. And then he tries to walk off with Putin's pen. And Putin goes, "Give me back my pen."
Yeah. Only he said it in Russian.
I don't even know what fucking Russian is. Give me a shit. Izbaniti Pizholska.
Can we play our
Ja
song?
lublю pivo.
City and Ashes. That's my band. Can we play that song?
So
Before we-
wait. Before I go any further,
off
I
way
do.
to political-
I
Yeah,
do-
let's get off of politics.
Wait.
'cause
Okay,
that
that's
shit's
fine.
dumb.
I do remember that the other guest that was supposed to be here, Dustin.
Yes.
He blamed a whole bunch on. That's why you Christians are so stupid or whatever. I can't remember what it was. So.
Let's go to religion. Fuck politics.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
what do you mean? We were already
That's all
there.
we've been talking about.
I know.
I'm just gonna say.
But we were using it with metal. Now he's
I know,
using
but
something
I'm
different,
going
so.
to incorporate this into what's
Religion
happening
and
right-
politics.
No,
Yeah,
no.
that's
Boy,
combination.
you
So,
can incorporate
I'm going to
anything
incorporate.
you want, baby.
We're going to incorporate. Ready?
Do it.
Okay, so if that's the case, right? Because I'm a horrible representation of a Christian. I understand that all Christians, as well as all people, no matter what group that they are involved in, they are hypocrites because nobody can live up to their own standard or whatever. They try. For sure, they try. So
And
We
is
all
by
have
that
what it's all
basis,
about, though.
on that
I
basis,
I agree with that.
I am going to judge Sitting Ashes by Dustin being a little bitch and back in, and not even showing up. No call, no nothing. So guess what, Dustin? Boom, right back at you. You want to defend yourself? Don't go on Facebook where I can't hit you. Come over.
It's like telling your
Let's get
boss
this
you're
stuff
sick
going.
through text message.
I know,
They
it's
really
the
don't
dumbest
like
thing.
that.
And that's one thing I hate about Facebook is like I would love like some of these people get on there and say, "We'll explain this." See, you can't because you're a bigot. Boom, and the conversation is done. It's an outward, right? The reason why I hate it is because I can't look at you and talk
Take you seriously.
Talk to
Oh,
you.
no, that's not it.
But it's hard to explain yourself or
There's pros and cons to both sides. I like sometimes. Okay,
no
if you-
Facebook. I'm saying.
Yeah, sorry.
'Cause
Pros and
somebody-
cons to both approaches. Sorry, that's what I meant.
Approaches
Both an
to what?
like an in-person conversation and a conversation on Facebook. The pros about a conversation on Facebook is that I like it because I can actually think about like everything they said. I can think about how to respond to it, and I respond in a really like cohesive, like intelligent way. In person, it's just like
no. But sometimes. But see, there's a problem with that.
But but the pros of an in-person conversation is I can see you, I can read your body language.
Okay,
I get
another
the tone,
con.
and there's more respect there. I feel like.
Plus we get to drink together. But another con about Facebook is that you have all this time to formulate what you're thinking and articulate it in a way that somebody can understand, and the jackass on the other end doesn't care and calls you a bigot, and it's over. And that's the problem. Because there's no two-way communication. I mean, it causes it because
it's happened.
Yes, but it's few and far between.
Especially when you get like too many people jumping in, then just turns into just a shit show.
Right.
You got like 6 people like raising different points, and just like one person just like ha.
But see,
a lot of it too is their armchair.
But if you keep it down to like 2 or 3 people, I've had some really good like discussions on Facebook.
I have too.
It's exception.
And
it's exception.
And this is another thing too. If you do not know the person that you're talking to, which really shocked me about someone who got on and just started. Oh my God, I thought you were a better person. I'm tired of defending people like you and blah, 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 throw up. The thing is that when I post something, normally on the other side, regardless of it being serious or not, I'm laughing my ass off. When I say something that's racist or whatever that other people perceive to be racist, it's a joke.
Disclaimer.
And guess what? Get over it.
It's a joke
okay?
that's riffing on racism. It's using racism as a tool of humor.
But they don't see it as that. I said stanky
like
blue-haired
I'm more
feminist. Oh my God, people jumped on my shit. Back up, all right?
I'm just saying, from the way I exist in the world, like I said, the communities I interact with, I think I'm more sensitive to that, so I'm less likely to just throw something on Facebook. It's like,
and see, like that's the problem is that because if you put something up there, like
they're just stupid memes. Like, who cares?
No. What I'm talking about,
I'm
talking about the people. I'm talking about the people on the other
like
side.
Kind of offensive.
This is the reason why people can't say what they want. You should be. You know what? No matter if it's racist,
well, you can say what you want, but other people can also say what they want in response to it. And like
that is true.
That's what it's supposed to be about.
But they don't.
I don't like what you said in your stupid meme.
No, you say some shit, and then I'm going to go to the government because I'm a fucking crybaby. Shut you and your whole entire organization down. That's what I don't like.
I tell you what, that is happening right now in Europe.
To you, like, has that happened to you though?
In Europe, it is happening right now. People.
Okay, well, we're not in Europe.
Hey, yet.
I get it.
Yet,
and there is like
it's a
slippery
slope.
College campuses are getting weird about
it.
They
are weird my ass.
They're getting weird.
You know what? For somebody,
so wait, you are going to college, and that never happens to you. Oh,
no,
because you're sensitive to it, so you don't say things that offend other people.
Of course not.
I'm not a generally offensive person. I don't have like a great desire to just
you're not
piss people off.
You're not that at all. But
nobody's supposed to be going out of their way doing that.
But if you're around someone and you know that they're like sensitive to an issue, you won't say it around them because you know it.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm like I said, I'm diplomatic.
That's called
fine. That's called tact and respect.
Courtesy.
Respect.
Yes. Okay. Now, if someone did say something in front of that person, then that person goes, what? And then they escalate it to a situation to now where you
Berkeley
maybe by chance or accident said
that. Is it
now
Berkeley?
You're persecuted because you said this thing maybe
right now the school bans you or something.
Yeah, right. Now,
I agree. That's unfair.
That's what
and I do think like there's like
not just unfair, un-American.
Un-American, unfair. Because if they have a First Amendment right or whatever amendment right to do this, then you should too.
Right.
And there may be conflict, there may be whatever, but that.
But you're just a white bigot, so
oh God, thank you. I brought it back because he like got mad for a second.
No, he didn't.
He did. His eyes went.
What?
I am not.
I'm very
Is it
upset
Berkeley?
right now.
Is it Berkeley? I can't remember if it was Berkeley.
He is.
So
I
people
don't know what
who
you're talking about. Yeah.
identify college and people who identify as a woman who is actually a man, they actually have what do they call it? Like instead of saying Mr. or Sir or whatever, it's like me, she.
Like a gender neutral pronoun.
Gender neutral.
Go screw yourself with your gender neutrality. You know what? They're so proud of science too. Science. Oh, it has disproved Jesus. It disproves this, or this. But I am a woman. Wait a second. Science says that you're a dude. One, you got a wiener.
When you were born with a penis,
and
you're at balls. You are a man. If you're born with a vagina and ovaries,
here's
you are a
what
woman.
I'll say.
Fine.
Let me play devil's advocate.
Cut it
I'm
off.
not really on their side.
Okay, go ahead.
But biological sex and gender are 2 separate concepts. That's what they're going to argue. That's what they're going to argue.
That's what they're going to argue, but it's actually not.
It's
the exact same thing.
No.
So I'm saying that's the argument they're going to make.
But
I don't even really know what I think about this subject.
I'll tell you what I think about this.
I feel like I should step back too because
you cut off your wiener, you cut off your balls, you shove it inside, you become a female appearance-wise. But guess what? Your makeup, you are a man.
Chromosomes.
Your chromosomes are of a man. You cannot change it. You know what? You have a mental disorder, and you know what? I'm fine saying that. What?
Stop at the bottle cap. It's picking up.
Oh, my bad. So you have a mental disorder.
You play with things when you get heated.
And that's fine. That's fine. You live with your mental disorder. But do not come in this house.
In my honest opinion,
question.
when it comes to that,
because
like gender confusion or whatever, right. If you're born a hermaphrodite, which is actually scientifically proven, you are born with genitalia of both sexes,
then pick.
And then your parents
get a he, she, man.
Right. Then your parents say, well, I wanted a boy, so, and then maybe the boy traits aren't taking over and the girl traits are.
You're right.
Well, then that person is obviously female. Then they feel at some point that they're like, wait a minute, I am so confused. I feel like a woman.
Right. Well, that's what most people do wait for a certain.
Most people do. Now that I can see, that
but
is
if you take
confusing.
This
that would
bottle,
be confusing as hell.
If you take this bottle and say, this bottle is brown, and then someone else says, no, it's red. No, jackass, it's brown. No, but I feel it's red. It doesn't
the
change
fucking
the
white
fact.
and gold dress and the blue black dress.
No, what I'm saying is it doesn't.
Perception.
It doesn't change the fact. It is what it is. It's truth. You cannot deviate from that. You can't say that this glass is actually plastic. It's glass. You know it's glass.
Are you sure that's a plastic glass?
Like I said, they're going to grant yes.
I'm just playing. That is a glass. Glass. I had to give him
gender
glass.
expression is different, and why can't they change it as a free individual?
No. What I'm saying,
their body to fit how they feel.
I don't have.
There's a mind-body disconnect.
Right.
So it's like you change your mind to match your body, or you change your body to match your mind. And that's
how about this?
They're embracing to like just do surgery
that are confused. Maybe they're having some issues. Like I don't know. I feel like I'm a tomboy. I'm a girl. I feel like I'm a tomboy.
Yeah.
Because I like playing boy sports and I like doing things that boys would normally do.
Does
that make you a boy? No. But now I got someone on the outside who is influencing me and making me feel like
now,
maybe
let me go with this.
You got to go with that shit too, because it's almost a predator prey situation. I feel this way, you feel that way, blah blah blah. It goes so much deeper. It's not just
right.
I feel like I should be this way.
And here's another thing. People sometimes believe, and I saw a documentary not that long ago where people say, I don't believe that this arm is mine. So guess what? They have it surgically removed. They do the same thing with their legs. Okay, so. That's fine.
Grim.
If you want to have your limbs, Chris is like, screw it. If you want to have your limbs removed, that is totally fine. Don't do it on my bill. And that's what's happening in Europe right now is people are getting limbs removed in the name of not feeling like their limb belongs. That is a mental disorder. Now listen to me.
What is that called?
That's kind of crazy.
It is crazy, but this is what I'm saying.
Phantom limb reverse.
If people, don't get me wrong. Hey, BreakFace listeners, for sure, don't get me wrong.
Alien hand syndrome. I think that's what it's called.
Alien hand syndrome.
If you were to lose a limb, it still feels like it's there. Is that what you're talking about?
No.
That's phantom.
That's
alien hand is like this. I don't control this hand.
Oh,
this hand just does whatever it wants. It's not me. It's alien hand syndrome.
But don't get me wrong. Anybody who's watching or listening, if you want to be transgender, I'm totally fine with that. I have no problem with that. I just right now I don't understand
Sounds
it.
like you do.
No, I don't. I don't. What I don't like.
It's fine. Just don't. Tell me you're a woman when you were born.
No. What I don't like,
which is what it means to be trans.
Society. Saying if you do not accept these people as the sex that they identify with, then you're a bigot. I don't accept that, and I run from it because you can't.
It's a tough one. I really don't know.
Do you love them?
It.
Yes. Yeah. Guess what? My sister's a lesbian. Do I love her any less? No. Do I love her to death? Yes.
And you have to put yourself in their shoes. Like that must be an incredibly confusing situation.
You're right.
I don't have a whole lot of I don't know what that feels like.
I've
never been like, oh, I kind of feel like a girl. No, there's always a little bit of
but that's why
you're like, oh, I don't feel quite manly enough. There's that.
Uh-huh.
But this is the total extreme of that.
But that's when
I don't feel manly at all.
You
don't. I'm just totally not even a man.
And you don't approach. And
that must be. That must be very confusing.
It is.
I get it.
And I don't
get it, but I get it.
I don't hate anybody or think anything less of people that are in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
But it's getting to the point where it's getting shoved down everybody's throat all the time. It's just getting tiring. It's getting you know what I'm saying? And really what's the percentage? It's 0.3%.
I don't know.
Something
I don't know numbers. I don't know numbers.
I don't either.
I can look that shit up.
Yeah, so I think it's
anyway.
But anyways,
moving on from transgenders, can we play our song?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's this show took a really weird turn here at some point. Let's get back to heavy metal and fucking
we let the
fun
conversation
and,
go.
drinking and booze.
You didn't
rock
think
and
that was
roll.
fun? You didn't think that was fun at all? At all?
It was fun.
It was fun.
But
Yeah,
it's just like the same crap I see on Facebook every day. I'm just like, just whatever. Oh, the gays, the transgender issues, bathrooms, racism. I'm just whatever.
The only solution.
I'm just gonna keep doing.
The only solution to that shit is make a family bathroom. I think it was Target or some other.
I agree with that.
They said make a family bathroom so that way a man can take his daughter into the bathroom, a woman can take her son into the bathroom. A person who feels they're of an opposite sex than they really are can use that bathroom.
Wait a second. How come it has to go that way? How come it can't go to just make a transgender bathroom? Because it's only going to get used like twice a month.
Because it's
A family bathroom.
if you want to put a fucking sign in your store that says transgender bathroom,
Sure.
you're going to fuck with like regular patrons and you're talking about 0.3%. It just make
Sure.
it
Why not?
a family bathroom
Why?
and then they can use it. Because
Why?
that helps. That helps everybody.
It helps dead.
No, the reason why
If you want to take your daughter,
is because
go change
if
her
I want to
diaper,
take my daughter,
boom.
or okay,
What if you went? Okay, if
here. Listen, you're saying a family bathroom where multiple sexes can go into that bathroom,
Yeah,
as long as they're with their
But
kids.
it's literally just like a
Stop.
one.
it's basically a
unit.
single stall
Okay,
bathroom.
fine.
It's
Once-
not like multiple stalls.
Okay, so you're gonna
Yeah.
have one stall for all these people.
which is how many percent you said?
No,
earlier?
all these people. You're saying a family. So if I go to a restaurant and there's one stall for all these people in there, that none of them could be transgender. That doesn't make any sense.
No. You
Why don't
have a men's room, a
You
women's
still have the
room,
men's
and
room,
they're separate.
and then also you
It's
have a
called
family
that-
bathroom.
family.
Wait a second. So every time my kid wants to go to the bathroom, I have to walk with her and go in there.
Only if she can't go to the bathroom by herself.
Yeah.
Why?
Are you going to walk into the men's bathroom? I don't care.
You're
With kids, it's different. With kids, it's
you're
different.
missing the point. Okay, this is what I picture.
People already have family bathrooms now.
I think
Wait,
you're missing my point, but I'll listen to your point first.
and I think
Okay.
it's a great idea.
I
I'm
do
with
not.
you.
Okay, again,
I'm with you. I think it's a great solution.
the whole transgender bathroom thing or transgender thing is not an issue to anybody. Nobody cares if you want to identify as a woman. Nobody cares.
I don't.
I don't either.
I honestly
I don't. The whole bathroom part does because I'm not worried about transgender people. Everybody's like, transgenders are not rape. You're right. They're not rapists. Maybe. I don't know. It has nothing to do with them. It has to do with posers. Okay, picture. I'm sitting at a restaurant with my daughter. Hold on. I'm sitting at a restaurant with my daughter.
I already know where you're going.
And my daughter
so-
says, I have to go
going.
use the restroom. And I say, okay, go ahead, use the restroom. Which right now, well, so I don't have any issues with. She goes to the bathroom. A guy behind me sees her get up and go to the bathroom. This guy goes and follows her. Now, this has already been happening. You're telling me that for 0.3% of the population, I have to walk my daughter to the bathroom now every single time out of fear of a pervert that's posing as a transgender person?
No,
it's already happened, and that's the issue.
I think you totally missed my fucking point altogether. There is a men's bathroom and a women's bathroom. Okay.
Then also a
you
family
separate the whole issue. You don't let the federal government tell you that just because Mason tomorrow he's like, I feel like a woman today.
Well,
he walks
it's
in
too
with a
late.
full fucking beard to pee.
It's too late because
Okay, well, then
Obama already came out and did that.
Well, then it needs to be redefined.
It
I'm just
won't
saying
be.
there was a store that said in order to satisfy our women with sons, our men with daughters, our
Is you have to walk
LGBT
them to the
communities,
bathroom every time.
and all. No, it's a single fucking bathroom.
I know, I understand.
as well as the women's and men's bathroom.
But
So you
why
have
not
women's
just
and
like
men's.
that?
But what I'm saying
That's
is,
a
why
great
not?
compromise.
I
I'm with
understand.
you.
It is a great compromise.
It is, and
but-
I understand where you're coming
but
from. But
what
what
I'm
I was
saying
talking about
is-
has nothing to do with what you're talking
But what
about.
I'm saying is 0.3% of America have that one single bathroom just be a neutral bathroom. All that's got to have is a big ass N on it, and you're fucking done.
So it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. Then they're going to go, oh, well, I identify as a man.
Oh, wait
And
a second.
she
Wait a second.
identifies
No,
as a-
because
Oh, no,
it's
we
one
can't
single
use the same
bathroom. Remember, it's one bathroom. All
We're
you
going
gotta
to have like 7 fucking bathrooms.
You know what? That's the way it's going. That's the way it's going.
7 bathrooms. What are you going to do?
Excuse my language.
Can you imagine? You just walk
Get
up to the
heated.
bathroom and you go, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by his toe. Where do I want to pee today? Where do I want to shit? Yo.
That almost rhymed.
I got
Almost
yo at
all
the
the
end.
way.
I got yo at the end.
Yeah.
Again,
All right.
fine.
All right. So
Gay people, transgender people, we love you. It's about the
we
perverts,
do.
not
And
you.
it's just, it's so confusing and it makes it just, everything just gets all fucking muddled.
This is what happens when people start talking about it. But guess what? We can still drink beer and talk about it.
We can still
I
talk
know.
about it.
Oh, yes.
All right.
shallow
For
and
now,
pathetic.
for your listening pleasure.
Oh my gosh. So City in
Natural
City in Ashes.
Are we going to leave the
See,
mics on?
Dustin, this would have
Yeah.
been more about the band if you would have showed up.
Yeah, Dustin.
But you left us
God.
with a college kid.
Jesus.
Dustin's really sensitive though, so we might have kept talking about that.
Dustin is really.
That's
You don't
it.
know Dustin.
I know him on Facebook. That's
You know
I
you know
hear it.
Facebook
I
doesn't.
hear it.
ooh, heaven.
There's the sounds.
Backing away from my mic.
Come to
I'm
the
gonna throw a
light side.
shout out to Stephen Cornfield, who helped us with the production. Some of those spacey sounds you're hearing, that's all. Did that
Way
on
to go,
his
Steven.
laptops. But yeah, so record this in with a Mike Houston in Anchorage. Sent it to a Casey Bates in
It's
Seattle
So far, it's amazing.
for mixing and mastering. Pretty proud of it. But so this is the first single with the new lineup. We can record more soon. But yeah.
Enjoy, bitches. Enjoy.
Mason's gonna go take a piss.
City in ashes, ruin and revival.
Boobies and butts.
I wish the drummer was here. I'm listening to these drum riffs right now.
It's
and
amazing.
Like, God damn, bro.
Dustin, touche. You won the argument through your beats.
That's right. You enjoy that house band. They got some shows coming up, don't they? Believe they do. Who's gonna lay it on me? Is it gonna be you, Poi Poi, or
Yeah,
Did I hear something about shows?
New
Yeah,
shows.
Your song's still playing, so yeah, lay it on, man. Lay it on.
So we have a show next Thursday. That's a Road to Warp Tour battle. So it's a semifinals. Whoever moves on from that round will play Road to Warp Tour. So that's at Coots next week.
Did you say next Thursday?
Yes, next Thursday. So come on out,
Ooh.
support us.
We'll figure it out.
If we win
Do you
or
know
we
what-
move on, we'll play at the Road to Warp Tour in Anchorage, and whoever wins that's like the final round. Whoever wins that goes on and plays Portland and Seattle dates of Warp Tour.
All right, give me some more information on this Road to Warp Tour.
So Road to Warp Tour is
next
just so the thing next week. That's the battle to play at Road to Warp Tour.
Where is it at?
Choku Charlie's.
Choku Charlie's.
Show starts at 9. I don't know when we play. We draw names out of a hat to determine who plays when.
I think I could make that.
Yeah. Ricky
I'm gonna
still
try.
hasn't seen us play yet, and I've been trying to get him out to shows.
I'm
so
watching the brain. I'm watching
came
the
out to
wheels in
your
his brain
show.
twirl like mine. We're like,
I came out to your
Thursday.
show, so y'all got to come out to my show.
Well,
That's how it works.
we can't go Thursday. We have a show Thursday.
Thursday we can. Yeah, the event
Oh, wait.
doesn't
But-
start till 9.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
up to
okay.
9.
Oh,
We're
we're
still
good.
gonna-
After.
Oh, we're good.
Yeah, we should be.
Aren't you
Yeah.
leaving the next day or something? No, it's
no,
your
the
birthday
next-
weekend.
Yeah, the next day my wife's birthday weekend
That's
starts.
right.
So. All right, let's all pause and enjoy some more
Okay.
of this phenomenal song.
I got my solo coming up next, so we're definitely gonna pause for that. I'm just gonna let that be silent. Just let that
Yeah.
just shred.
But
through
until
your
then, you're just
ears.
gonna talk. And screw this dude singing.
we do-
Whatever.
we
Hey,
have-
when
we
you're
have two
done
other
singing my
shows.
solo.
We have 2 other shows I want to talk about, but here's the solo. This is me. I'm very proud of it. So.
Okay, you go right here.
Here we go.
Yeah.
God, you guys sound fucking good.
And guess what? I taught him how to do his first sweep.
You helped.
No way, I taught you.
I don't know if you taught, but you helped. You were like, yeah, just kind of. I was
Oh,
like,
okay,
thanks.
maybe
And then I
that's
watched like
Oh,
10 other
man.
YouTube
this
videos.
This is like the
I'm
student
sorry.
teaching the master right here. They're fucking fighting. You guys want
Oh
bow
my
staffs?
God.
To like,
We'll sword fight.
you need
later.
like you need like a super
You
long
like,
mustache.
You like one time you're like I just do sweeps like this. And I like I'm just saying I watched like 15 other dudes on like YouTube
Alright, kill
doing
it.
sweeps. Yeah, killed it. We don't need to hear
he
that
watched
song
15 other dudes, and then the 16th dude came up, and it was you, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden
Yet.
it
Hey,
all fell.
but so we have 2
together.
other shows after this next show.
I'm just gonna let this repeat in the background.
Yeah, that's fine. That's cool. Yeah, so we're playing Battle next Thursday. May 14th, we're playing with Darkest Hour, which if you listen to those guys, one of my
I
Yeah.
believe I've heard them.
one of my favorite bands. They're very like Swedish death metal influenced, but American band.
Oh, here we
metalcore.
go. Here we go. Metal.
Yeah, talking about subgenres.
Swedish death
Talking-
metal.
Yeah.
Yeah, they bring like kind of this really melodic kind of death metal-y vibe to things. Anyway,
Do they
I love their
sing
band.
about Odin and Thor?
No.
Oh, why
See,
not?
that's-
Damn it.
That would
They're
be
more
weird.
like they do kind of political. They do kind of more like introspective stuff. So
Okay,
they're
no,
not-
that's still cool.
That's fine.
There's
Yeah.
some bands out there though. I like this band called Ailstorm.
You mean hailstorm?
Hailstorm. You mean
Ale.
Hailstorm?
No,
Oh, what a ripoff.
ALE Storm.
Someone ripped somebody's off.
They are
I
a
hate
s-
Hailstorm.
They are Scottish.
The woman band?
They're a
Yeah.
Scottish
Yeah, they
pirate
got
metal
that.
band.
Okay, I don't
Wait,
hate.
that.
Hate is strong.
They're-
I don't care for
They're
them.
not a woman
here.
band. Wait, what?
Hailstorm. They have a female singer.
He's going PC.
That's what I meant.
He's
Oh,
like,
no.
Wait
Ale.
a second. I don't hate them.
Like
That's
ale,
a
Ale
hard.
Storm.
like drinking
Oh,
beer.
they're like
Ale.
the pirate dudes.
Yeah,
right?
Scottish pirate
band.
metal.
Yes,
Oh my
I
God.
have heard those guys.
Their
actually.
shit is
I think-
so
That's cool.
just ridiculous. It's hilarious. Okay, continue.
But yeah,
more
so,
shows.
so
Go.
we're opening up for Darkest Hour. That's May 14th. That's really soon. Holy crap! I didn't realize that was that soon. And
He's
then
like,
May
"That's tomorrow."
21st, the
Better
very
start
next.
working them sweeps, bitch.
Yeah. So Darkest Hour. That's actually at ACW, Anchorage Community Works.
We're turning his mic down next time for crying
I'm
out
sorry.
loud.
We're turning
I'm
that
sorry.
mic down,
I'll back
period.
up. The week after that,
I'm sorry.
we're
I'll
playing at
back up.
Coots. We're playing at Sugar Charlie's for a benefit show for trying to raise money for a guy who needs a kidney transplant.
Whoa,
Which we-
that's way cool.
No things about. So
So it's not just about me with you guys.
no,
Yeah,
it's
no,
about
that's fucking
metal.
fantastic.
Metal.
You know, I
baby.
don't think metal
Help
has
out
ever
people who
really
can.
been that way,
It
except for
never
Metallica.
has.
Metallica's always about themselves, always stroking out.
They weren't at first, then they
Metallica.
went mainstream,
Metallica.
and then they became Metallica. Oh, I watched some documentary on those guys, and I went from
Okay.
yeah, they're fucking heroes to
You know who really ruined it for me was Lars. That dude's a douchebag.
Yeah.
he used to be like he was like one of my favorite drummers growing up. I was like he always had this like this weird offbeat thing that I dug, and then yeah, like Black Album when they got popular, and he turned into this like
Over pretentious prick. Is
kind
what
of
he
a
turned into.
pretentious prick. Yeah, I agree with that.
I respect Lars for what he did in the 80s as far as like doing some of the stuff he did on double bass.
Yeah, some of the double
on
bass.
a-
He still is one of the
recording
only
onto
people that
tape.
uses a hi hat like it's supposed to be used.
Neil Peart.
I don't know anything about that.
Everybody
Rush?
goes. Everybody
Rush?
goes to them.
But I'm
Neil
saying-
Peart, is that Rush?
Neil Peart.
Nowadays, like all that stuff's like that's all. It's all like beat corrected and stuff. All the stuff like everyone's doing on like their
Yeah.
kicks and stuff, the double bass and stuff. Like that was Lars just doing it to tape. Like that's
Wow.
what it was.
Yeah.
What you heard.
But
That's what
now-
he did.
I'm not discrediting his.
Can we talk
ability
about the
at all.
snare drum?
But
on
yeah, no,
Saint
he's
Anger?
definitely turned into a douche.
Yeah.
I fully agree. But I
Yeah.
respect what he did in the 80s.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like I was like, that was
Yeah.
tough to do, man.
We're getting flipped off.
Stop
by somebody,
tripping over my laundry,
Some
bitch.
people
somebody
really
who
love
worships
Metallica.
Metallica.
Yeah.
I do love Metallica.
I love
I grew
Metallica
up with
for.
them.
I did too.
But
Hey, listen.
love 'em up until
you
the Black Album.
were
Since then, it's
an
just
itch
like-
in your daddy's pants when I was listening to Metallica, so I don't even want to hear that. Yeah.
Oh.
He's giving me the Sufi.
I think he's taking a shit.
That's what it looks like.
That's not a Sufi.
I know what a Sufi is, but
He's doing a ginger
Sufi.
Yeah.
He's still flipping us off as he leaves.
Well,
That was
that was a good show.
Yeah.
I think
That
tempers
was
were
great.
flared.
no, but tempers need to be flared.
They do.
I want this more often. Is not a bad thing every once in a while.
I don't think it
and guess
is.
what? And everybody's still in love, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, we are. Are we? Mason,
I'm definitely in love with you.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Are
And,
you?
and this is something that doesn't happen.
Can I
on-
say this? Because we talked about it before the show, but I got to say it. Does this man not look like Josh Hartnett,
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon?
circa Goodwill Hunting Matt Damon?
You got to take your hat off. Take your hat off.
Yeah, you do have. You have to
Show
take
me
that
your
hat off.
locks.
Look at. Oh my
Oh,
God,
my.
that is fucking.
He's got luscious
Now
locks.
picture him
Love.
shaved, Matt Damon, Goodwill Hunting. What do you think about them apples?
Apples.
I mean, fuck.
What do you
It-
think about the apples?
You are one sexy bitch.
And this is something that I think that's missing too with the personal touch is actually sitting down and enjoying each other. You know,
Wait, you said personal touch and enjoying each other.
You know
That's
what I'm
after the show.
All right.
That's what we. That's our
Well,
thing
that's what
when
I'm
we
saying.
start
And
singing
now
Def
it's
Leppard
getting weird.
tunes.
It should
man.
get weird. What do you mean? You're talking about a gangbang as soon as you walked in.
Well,
That-
I thought they were.
That
here
wasn't
for that.
on
Well,
record.
apparently they weren't.
Yet, but now it is.
Now it is.
All right. Well, hey, who's ready for the gangbang? Gangbang,
You ready?
gangbang,
Ready?
gangbang.
Yeah. We can start
2, 3.
And he sits there.
I didn't know that was the thing.
Oh,
It's apparently.
your
I know exactly why.
Maybe not all the way to the end. I'm sorry. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
but
sorry.
you'll probably listen to this one over and over.
Anyway,
again, won't you?
gangbang ensues now.
Peace.